Test mic 1, 2. Test 1, 2, 3.
So you are here, na? Wow. So nothing to worry. Any question comes, I'll say the moderator from Uniwalk is there. What I will answer. COVID, I went one time, one more time. Okay. Actually, I was supposed to go because there was a cooperation proposal with Koika, and my director wanted me to join. I made the proposal that everything not important, just to assist.
Can you sit first? Can record
Okay, we'll catch up after the session.
Click first.
Yeah.
Oh, tak ada ini announcement.
Aku nak ada second hand tu. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this parallel session of the East Asia Summit Tvet Network Conference 2025. My name is Norain binti Senin, and together with my, can I have your name first? Can you, sorry. Sorry, we have changed our moderator. Okay, welcome to this parallel session of the East Asia Summit Tvet Network Conference 2025. My name is Norain binti Senin, and together with me, moderator Professor Dr. Afirul bin Ismail, will be guiding this session. We have actually 7 presenters today, and each will have 10 minutes for their presentation, followed by 5 minutes for Q&A. And to help manage the time, the first bell will be rung at the 8 minutes mark, signaling 2 minutes left to conclude the presentation. The second bell will be rung at the 10-minute mark, indicating that the presentation time is up, and we will move on to the Q&A session. We kindly ask all presenters and participants to respect the allocated time so that everyone has a fair chance to present. Thank you for your cooperation. Now we will start for our first presenter. I will pass to our main moderator.
Okay, hello and good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the room 1 for the 8th East Asia Summit Tvet Network Conference 2025 in KL, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And I'm glad to be here as moderator for this session. And as been mentioned by my co-moderator, you have 10 minutes for presentations, and we continue with the question and answer. But since we are already time constrained, and in the interest of time, maybe if you don't have any burning ideas or burning issues, so maybe we can skip your questions and to keep that during our social or dinner time, and then you have a further collaboration and communication with the speakers. All right. So we have 7 presentations for this afternoon, and I would like to invite our first presenter, Dr. Cho Hyung from Korea, with his presentation title about development case for vocational high school based on local government industry academia consortium. The floor is yours. Please give him a round of applause. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Cho Young, and I work at the Korea Secondary Vocational Education Association. Our association is a non-profit organization dedicated to research, consulting, and training in secondary vocation and career education. Today, I will present a development case of a vocational high school through a consortium of local government, industry, and schools. Let me introduce Yongsan Railroad High School. Our association provided consulting when the school developed its plans. Yongsan Railroad High School was the first in Korea to train professionals for the railway industry. It began as the Railroad Training Institute in 1905 and after several names changes, adopted its current names in 2021. Recently, it was designed at the only consortium-type specialized high school in Seoul. Over the next 5 years, the school aimed to improve students' basic job skills, increase educational satisfaction and employment rates, and reduce the proportion of students until about their career paths. Seoul connected to many major cities by high-speed rail, and the school is located right next to Seoul Station. This makes it specialized in the railway field highly appropriate. Yongsan Railroad High School has 6 departments: railway operation mechanics, railway electric signal, railway electronics, telecommunication, railway construction, HVAC, and automobile engineering. It operates 27 classes with about 540 students. For the graduate class of 2023, 15% entered employed and 42% continued to higher education. Yongsan Railway High School conducts an environmental analysis and developed the following strategy. Its strengths are being Korea's first railway high school and its designation as a railway vocational education innovation zone. Its weakness is the high cost of railway training equipment, while a major threat is the mismatch between industry demand and student enrollment. Based on the analysis, the school set goals at strategy to supply the skilled workforce. Needed by industry is cooperation and with local government and companies. The school has set 4 main strategies. Career education that makes dream a reality. Developing the talent companies need. Joint education with local government, industry, and academia, serving as a local center for railway education. To implement 3 Ds, Yongsan Railway High School is forming its school culture through organizing departments and expanding facilities, supporting career growth designed for students, innovating teaching and learning methods, building a local government, industry, academia, education community, creating a joyful school culture, promoting a collaboration education culture. This is the government structure. Yongsan Railway High School established a cooperation system with the Seoul Metropolitan Office of Education, Seoul City, Yongsan District Office, industries, state-owned enterprise, and the various railway-related organizations to cultivate railway professionals in Seoul. The government system provides continuous support with roles as follows. Yongsan Railroad High School operate the curriculum managing Yongsan Railway platform and train future railway professionals. Seoul Metropolitan Office of Education revise ordinance, provide institutional and budgetary support, hire teachers, and develop curriculum. Local government implemented the Vocational Education Innovation Zone, give incentive to companies, support collaborative rail programs, and provide student housing. Colleges collaborate on curriculum and support both employment and future study. Industry provide field training, dispatch instructors, and connected students to jobs. State-owned enterprise offer linked field training, expand high school graduate employment, and learn out of school program. Related organizations co-develop the curriculum, share equipment, and provide teachers dispatch and training. Yongsan Railway High School management strategy are sorry. 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 So yes, to achieve its performance goals, Yongsan Railway High School will provide systemic education and training and introduce scientific performance management system. The annual milestone are 2024 baseline, 2025 innovation, 2020 six establish 2025 lead for the 2028 establishment, 2029 leadership among vocational high school. So target outcome include reducing the dropout rate from 27% to 2%. Second, cutting the undecided career path rate 44 to 5%. Third, raising local employment from 5 to 50%. Improving participants' satisfaction from 25 to 90%. Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Cho Young, of your presentation regarding Yongsan Railroad High School, which is very specific and very according to the field of expertise, which is this school focus on. So we have around 4 minutes. If you have any questions or anything that you would like to share from your insight, or you need clear justifications or something new you would like to find from the presentation, please, I would like to open for the floor.
Any question from the floor?
Yeah, good afternoon. Could you please tell more about the cooperation between the college and industry? Because I know that the industry in railway is very difficult to approach. To work with them is very difficult. So how to cooperate? How to send your student to there to do internship or to study, something like that. Thank you.
어려워서 어떻게 가르치냐 묻는 거지. 어려운 걸 어떻게 가르치냐.
그러니까 그 사람들한테 어떻게 어떻게 연결시키고 같이 연결하고 코퍼레이션 어떻게 하는 협력을 학생들하고 그 했는데 학생들하고
Your question have my PPT. I send to you. Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much. So maybe we'll have a sharing drive, yeah, for all presentations materials will be provided in the link later on. So if there are any more questions from the floor, we have around 2 minutes. No questions? So thank you so much, Dr. Cho Hyung. Please give a big clap to him once again. Yeah, just leave it. Okay, now I would like to proceed with the second presentation. Professor Dr. Rajesh Kambayat, all the way from India. So he will be talking about from classroom to career, forging a future-ready workforce through collaborative Tvet. The floor is yours.
So, good afternoon, everyone. No voice. Good afternoon. Yeah. Thank you. First of all, it's really an honor to be among with you. And yeah. So I'll be making a very simple and very interesting topic that I have taken for today's discussion. I think since morning we have been deliberating on how academia and industry should collaborate. And you know, India being a big country, 1.42 billion. 1.42 billion, probably the second largest populated country in the world. So obviously the challenge of preparing the workforce is also paramount for all of us. So that's why maybe I should stand here. This is not okay. It's not okay. Oh, this one is the one. Okay. Sorry. So the topic I have taken for today's discussion is that how India is preparing from classroom to career. So how this transition is taking place, and that is the case that I have taken for you. And the main purpose was how India in the last 10 years has taken many policy initiatives, many policy transformation, and how this collaborative technical and vocational education is really making us to realize the broader goal that we would like to achieve from all of us into this one. In this short presentation, little background I will talk about it. Then we'll discuss about little background of Tvet in India, and then how particularly focus on academia and industry, how that we are collaborating with this. and what are the challenges on issues also that India is also dealing with that we will be discussing, and some way forward. And you know, today 65%, I told you 1.42 billion, and out of 1.42 billion, 65% of our population is young youth. So we are the second largest, youngest country in the world. Africa is number one region, and then India is another region where we have a large population into this one. And like many of all of us, we are also still facing the challenge to how to make Tibet more industry relevant, how to make curricula and all those things that we have discussed. Having a large pool of young people, definitely Tibet is one of the vehicle, like all of us are adopting, and we also believe that equipping with the right set of skill, we can prepare the large chunk of youth for the work transition, and also to make them employable in the changing industries and all that one. And that's why how we are preparing the future ready workforce, that is my focus of this discussion. In a nutshell, you know, India has second largest higher education system, but now here I am focusing on technical and vocational education. If you look at here, around 12,000 industrial training institutions are there. Like if you look at National Skill Qualification Framework, so particularly up to level 4 skill qualifications, ITIs are basically, you can say the lower semi and lower workforce is actually prepared by the ITIs across India. And 3,000 polytechnics are there. Malaysia is also having a large pool of polytechnics, and India also has over 3,000. That includes public funded and private, and also the semi-funded institutions in India and all that one. So 7 million people, young students are graduating every year into this one. I think this point I would definitely would like all of you to look at this one. Last 10 years, Government of India has taken many progressive policy decisions. The first one was Skill India Mission. 2015, Honorable Prime Minister of India launched the Skill India Mission, and it is still going on. Now practically every ministry, every organization has been connected with Skill India Mission, because you can imagine the quantum, scale, size and speed at which India has to operate. Secondly, very recently, 2020, Government of India has come up with national education policy. It is probably one of the most transformative policy that has come. And now we are talking about Industry 4.0, and that's why to equip the workforce for Industry 4.0, Government of India has also come up with a Digital India. So Skill Digital India is a dedicated portal, and I would certainly request all of you to do visit this Skill India portal, just to get an idea how comprehensive it is and how it can be useful to you also, because many core areas remains one and the same and all that. And really it is 100% industry governed Skill India portal is there. Apart from that, you know, one of the strong policy directive, if you have to follow one of the template from India, is that 50% of the learners will be equipped with vocational education. So practically starting from very young age, class 6 onward, grade 6 onward, every student will be exposed to vocational education. Starting with pre-vocational education, then going to the real vocational courses, and they can continue even the further studies into them. So that's a big transformative shift the policy has brought in. Then National Skill Development Mission is there, Pradhan Mantri Yuva Kaushal Yojana. Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Yuva means the youth skill enhancement program by Honorable Prime Minister. Then National Skill Qualification Framework has come. We have dedicated National Skill Development and Entrepreneurship Policy. So that is also bringing a new dynamism into the ecosystem. And to strengthen all our effort, Government of India has established Sector Skill Council. So today there are 37 Sector Skill Councils, practically encompassing all the prime sectors of Indian economy, and that's how Government of India is pulling all those things. But having done all, still there is one common challenge we have to still work on again and again. And the first one is the perception of Tibet. Still it is looked into Indian society as a second-grade citizen. Sorry to tell, but it's a fact of the life. So second great citizen, people want to prefer this graduate, their young student, young son and daughter to go into higher education rather than going into the technical and vocational education. So this perception is still needs to be addressed. Second is, rural access and outdated infrastructure is still a pertinent, persistent challenge for Indian schools and all that one. Another major challenge that probably I would like to highlight with the number is formal vocational training. Formal vocational training, only 4.1%. The age group is 19 to 24 has received in India. If you look at Germany, if you look at South Korea, if you look at USA, and so many developed countries, and you will see a considerable number of people have received formal vocational. India stands only at 4.1%. So we really need to channelize all these things, how we can raise it to 50% of our workforce into the coming this one. But you can see the other numbers. So in the interest of the time, I will just leave it here. And you can see India ranks on future skills at second. So we also have this diversity in our people into this one. So with this, the focus is to make student ready from classroom to career. One of the important is apprenticeship training. So many programs you will find internship and apprenticeship embedded program are now becoming a very common practice to make student employable. And the results, early results are showing that students are really getting benefit out of this one. Then co-design industry program, as many of you have seen even from Korean examples and all that. Even Malaysia has also highlighted this one. Then real world projects and all that has come. There are many, Government of India has come up with Apprenticeship Act. And I will again request all of you to please Google sometime to look at this very comprehensive, very unique apprenticeship training program 2019. It's a Government of India Act making mandatory for all the public funded and private institutions to ensure that they offer the apprenticeship training program. So this is again another breakthrough that Government of India has brought through policy interventions. Faculty, industry supported, internship, these are all policy reforms are there. Hands-on training, practical experiences are now, common. I just want to take two quick case studies, in the interest of the time. Tata's, I think probably many of you might be knowing, one of the largest corporate house. And as a corporate social responsibility, it is not only the government that is doing a good job, but the corporate sectors are also coming forward to help the Skill India mission. And one of the case study I would like to say that, basically Tata Strive is focusing mainly on manufacturing, banking and hospitality sector. And those, privileged, rather I would say underprivileged students are also being taken care by Tata Strive. And that is also making students really employable for this one. And 70% of the placement is there, That itself speaks about the success of this drive. Similarly, Bosch company, marginalized youth in the society. Nobody bothers about it, even women, underprivileged children who do not bother about it. And then you see Bosch has really come up with this one. I think I'm limiting with the time. I'll just take one or two points. Can I take grace point, one or two? Yes or no? Audience. Last I would like to take is the National Skill Development Corporation. Those who are really keen to look into the India's template, National Skill Development Corporation is a public-private partnership where 51% is the Government of India's stake and 49% is by the industry stake is there. And the total transformation has been taken up by Government of India. And I sincerely request you to look at NSDC and you will see the competency standard, the national skill qualification initiatives and all that has already come into this one. So I'll just leave this in the interest of this one. Now, last point I would like to say, India is also preparing for the future. And there are few sectors, particularly artificial intelligence. India has a very strong power on IT sector. And India want to be the leader in particularly in artificial intelligence, cyber security and all that. So we are already working on this one, including soft skill and also lastly, the environment, sustainability. So these are the three focus area on which Government of India is putting a lot of emphasis into this one. So I'll just stop here, and you can see my presentation in the, what we say, in the textbook is already there. I'll just stop in the interest of the time. I'll be happy to answer any of your questions, sir. Thank you for your patient listening to me.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Rajesh Kambayat.
We have Q&A session.
So we'll continue with Q&A if there is any questions from the floor. Yeah.
Thank you for your expert lecturing. So I have two queries. The first one is so let's go back slide number 5. So in this slide, you told us the green job. I can guess the green means the eco-friendly, right? Green jobs. Yeah. So, would you explain further details the green job, and if there are some successful performance, please let us know. And second query is as far as I know, in India, your country, too much more focus on the IT, digital sector. So in terms of the balance, I mean the different area. So I don't like, I think is there some problem in India? You understand? Yeah. That's my question.
I think all the questions are very, very interesting. Thank you. Thank you for such a thought-provoking question. Let me start with the green jobs, or rather green skills. You know, when we talk about green skill, we look at it in a holistic way. India is one of the few countries which has surpassed the target that has been committed for sustainable development goals. India is one of the few countries. That itself shows India's commitment for sustainability. Now, in terms of green growth, in terms of transforming the economy to the green economy, there is a huge potential in India exists. One is in the mitigation sector and also into the adaptation sector. And that's why technical and vocational education has a big role to play. Particularly the green jobs or green skills will be required for mitigation strategies also, and also into the adaptation strategy. So that is one. India has a huge potential in terms of solar energy, in terms of wind energy. We are hardly tapped 10 to 11% only. So we would like to really capture this particular market. And that's why, you know, there is a phenomenal growth of happening, particularly in terms of occupations that is. Now coming back to how we are doing as a successful example. I'm very happy to tell you that I was leading one national mission on vocationalization of school education. Now here I am addressing two of your questions, the first one and the last question. You said India is a superpower. I will not say superpower, but we have predominant in IT sector and digital ICT. But India also has worked on 17 primary sectors of Indian economy. Not only IT sector, but 17 sector. Agriculture is still one of the dominating sector in terms of providing employment to the large masses in India, even after 7 decades of independence. So agriculture is predominantly one major sector on which India is doing this one. Now how we are doing about it? So when I was leading this national mission on vocationalization, we embedded employability skill along with vocational skills. Now when it comes to the employability, we studied many national, international, best practices and example. But we believe that it has to be Indian context. So Indian student, Indian industry, what they are looking from Indian graduates in terms of employability. And there we figure out 5 major components. First is communication skill. Second is digital skill, or we can say ICT skill. third is self-management skill, fourth is entrepreneurial skills, and the fifth one is green skills. So it is mandatory for all the students undergoing vocational education program to undergo this employability that includes greening skills along with vocational skills. And this has been embedded from classes 9 to classes 12. So all this employability skill has been very well structured. So the complexity of the skill also goes up as they go up to the grades and this thing. We started with 40 school, friends. We started with 40 school when we started the mission. Today it gives me very happiness to tell you that today 20,000 schools benefiting 20 million students. 20 million students are taking the benefit of vocational education in India. And this initiative on green skill was internationally recognized. And I was awarded the Green Skill Award by European Training Foundation in 2021. So I hope I answered your questions.
Right.
All the textbooks, all the digital content has been developed by us. There are 177 job roles under National Skill Qualification Framework has been developed. And I would certainly request, I will send the link also, to look at the curriculum, look at the textbook. These are one of the finest textbooks. Not just I am from India, I am saying you. These are one of the finest textbook has been prepared for technical and vocational education in India. And I would certainly be happy if you can visit to those links and also to our videos and all that. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Professor Dr. Rajesh Kambayat, for enlightening presentation. And I do impressed with the work by NSDC and the government of India for publishing many documents and skills documents and standards, we can refer to. And then, thank you so much. And we look forward for further discussion. If you have anything, you can directly, personally meet Dr. Rajesh. Thank you so much. Once again, give him a round of applause. So just one announcement I would like to make, that reminder to all presenters that we're going to have a photo taken session after this, and also certificate giving, a small ceremony after the end of the session. So I would like to call upon the next presenter, also from Korea, Dr. Kim Min-yu. Dr. Kim Min-yu. So he'll be presenting about AI-driven talent development in Korea's Tvet system, emerging trends and policy agenda. Please give him a big round of applause.
Thank you. I'm from the Kribe. My name is Min-kyu Kim. Again, actually, you can call me Junior Kim anytime. So, actually, like the Dr. Kim, and so I working with him and in Kribe as a full-time researcher. So nice to be here, and I'm happy to share what I studied. Today, I prepared the AI-driven talent development in Korea, and I'm gonna explain some issues what we have. Okay, introduction part. Korea's vocational education has flexibly supported economic growth, unlike many overseas cases that failed by copying trends. The key is to supply human resources at the right time and pace, aligned with national growth needs. This is what I call the real industry cooperation. The Korea economy has transformed rapidly with a new industry emerging every decade. School and teachers responded flexibly by revising curricula annually and undergone continuous training. This experience showed that vocational education must remain adaptable to ever-changing demand. This graph shows the correlations between Korea's GDP growth and vocational training. It proves that human resource development has supported economic growth in the background. Since the IMF crisis, vocational training has expanded significantly with 18 million recent participants. Before the session, that Dr. Kim and Dr. Oh has some concern that they think that the Korea's Tibet size is very decreased. However, I think that I don't agree with that ideas. As you can see, the graph shows that the vocation training is increased. When we looking at the technical college and university, there are many programs are developed, not just for their own students, but for the trainee in the company. Many schools are participated in a new way. This table shows the top 15 apprentice program in Korea by year based on participants. We can see a clear shift from traditional field like machine and welding toward the software development and digital skills. This trend demonstrates Korea's flexibility in online vocational training with a new industrial demand. It's just in 7 years we can see how many changes happens. This slide forecasts future demand for Korea's apprenticeship program by qualification level. High-skill qualification in software development, semiconductor, and smart manufacturing will rise. Demand for low-skill qualification in manual fields such as CNC machining and automobile maintenance will decline. The trend highlights the need for policy flexibility to support digital transformation and high-tech workforce training. AI influences vocational education in two main ways. On the social dimension, it changes the way knowledge is shared and jobs are created. On the internal process side, AI improves training, job development, and assessment system. Together, these effects show how AI can reshape both the structure and the practice of Tibet. Korea has introduced different training tools. Employee remote training and tomorrow's learning card for upgrading skills and national strategic industry occupation training for high demand new sectors. Altogether, these policies illustrate Korea's flexible response to emerging AI industries. Now I do research on the apprenticeship. The apprenticeship located the top, this area. So it requires very long time and high skill. This chart shows the increase of apprentice participants in Korea from 2022 to 2024 with projection for 2025. The number rose sharply from 4 in 2022 to 86 in 2024, indicating strong demand for apprenticeship training. These charts show apprenticeship participation in Korea's apprentice program across AI-related fields. The largest demand is in AI development and software development, followed by software testing and IT project management. This indicates the apprenticeship is shifting toward high-skill digital qualification to meet industry transformation need. I think it's a very interesting part to introduce to you because this is the new Korean trend. This roadmap from Yosu Information Science High School illustrates how AI business administration integrates past IT and management skills. Students progress from basic courses in AI programming and business economics to advanced training in big data analysis and AI practice. They are guided to acquire past basic and advanced certificate, preparing them for career as an AI developer, IT management, and financial employees. As you can see, the middle of the part, that there are some certificates. Certificates are very important to labor markets. Employee in the company, they don't recognize how your students are competent. But if they got some the professional certificate, company people easily recognize how they got the right skill they require in the labor market. There are many cases to introduce, but the time limitation, I just show how many occupations has applied these roadmaps. Okay, next is improvement of internal operation process. This chart highlights apprentice participation comparing experiential learning with the regular curriculum. The 2024 figure, 3,000 is a cumulative total from 2021 to 2024, 4 years, showing that apprentice was concentrated mainly in experiential learning. In 2025, participation in the regular curriculum surged to 1,380, signaling that apprentice training is being more fully integrated in the formal education. Within 1 year, in the regular curriculum, the participant increased from the 200 to 1,300. This image presents the impact of virtual training in the automotive printing field with clear metrics. It showed a 90% skill acquisition rate, 65% reduction in training time, and 86% cost saving. Safety is greatly improved with a 100% reduction in accidents like gas poisoning and explosion. This image highlights the shortage of skilled painting workers in Korea's shipbuilding industry. Despite the surge in shipbuilding orders, there is a shortfall around 100,000 painters. Even when foreign workers are approved, delay in development and retraining costs are major burdens. Just time limitation, that I can show just the image of my slide. And this is the assessment paper, but it is not written by the human, it's written by the AI. Actually, in the assessment process, we expect that no more humans need to be involved. Even the training part, most of the programs are conducted by the AI with VR technology. Yeah. AI makes it easier to recognize the quality of the training. Yeah, you can see this image very well. Okay. To say this is my conclusion. Future cooperation with ASEAN countries should consider two main aspects of AI in Tibet. On the social side, AI can support knowledge sharing and Shah creation adapt to local context. On the operational side, AI can enhance training, job development, and assessment system. Together, these approaches highlight the importance of flexibility and context-specific strategies. Future cooperation with ASEAN countries face three challenges. First, in creating new jobs. Many countries rely on superficial changes, such as renaming school, instead of developing AI-related occupation tailored to their context. Second, in improving traditional jobs, VR AR is often incorporated only superficiality, only just for name, rather than fully applying AI-powered VR to training and assessment. Okay, this is the really last part. Yeah. Okay. Future cooperation with ASEAN countries can leverage AI across the full qualification cycle. As you can see, there are many cycles. In the cycles, there are many parts from the job development, recruitment, and training, education, and assessment. I put some my recommendation in this slide, so please check the contents. Thank you for listening the presentation.
Thank you, Dr. Kim In Hee Kyu, for the presentation and very interesting topic about AI and how Korea developed talent regarding AI in in the ecosystem. So is there any questions from the floor? Okay, we have.
Thank you for your explaining, Dr. Kim. Would you tell us your representative successful best practice performance in your sector? Very shortly, because to save our time.
Yeah, as I'm the researcher, I can see many the success stories. Unfortunately, I'm not a teacher or a trainer in the real education sectors. So what I saw is what I got the success story is just for what I found. So today just brought some simple cases about the shipbuilding occupation. During the last 3 years that I collaborate with many major Korean companies like the Hyundai, Hana Ocean, and Daewoo. So we gathered regularly and we discussed and we finally made a common occupation. It's very difficult to the company to share their knowledge to rival companies, but they recognize the importance to make a qualification. So they, with the joint effort, that we can expect that the qualification gonna be the world best and the world first. I think the joint companies occupation qualification. Yeah, so they dream the global qualification. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kim, for your sharing. Please give him a big hand of round of applause, please. So now looking at the pattern of how we conduct the session, maybe we can only open to one questions after the presentation. So I would like to call upon the next presenter, Dr. Nur Haniza Muhammad from Malaysia. So the topic of her presentation will be CDIO framework in Tibet education as a driver for the green economy for community-based tourism. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Dr. Fero, Dr. Shah, Madam Ain, friends of the floor. So today I'm going to share with you some information of what I have been doing. So I am from Politeknik Ibrahim Sultan, which is located in Johor, Malaysia. I am a lecturer, and part of my job as a CDIO coordinator is to share new practices regarding CDIO framework. So CDIO stands for Conceive, Design, Implement, and Operate, and this is an approach which is very well known, and it is used by more than 200 institutions all over the world. So I'm going to share with you what it means to collaborate with the industry and in doing our final year project with 2 countries, which is Malaysia and Indonesia. So ladies and gentlemen, the title is CDIO Framework in Tibet Education as a driver for the green economy for community-based tourism. So I'm not going to tell you the number or the money being generated from this one. I am going to share with you how we do design thinking in collaborating on projects across borders. Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, the handsome young man is my director. So I am a CDIO coordinator for my institution. So we are located down south of Malaysia, and part of my job is to give training, and we have been giving training for agencies in Malaysia, polytechnics, community colleges, and many other institutions. But yet again, Even though we have done so many trainings, not so many polytechnics or community colleges are embracing fully on the CDIO concept. And I think we need to do more on this particular approach, which is very good. This is what CDIO framework looks like. Now, if some of you are in the teaching line, some of you are on the policy making side, so let's look at how we lecturers can do something better in our teaching and learning process. Now, when we talk about CDIO framework in Tvet, so if you are not familiar with CDIO, just be reminded that this is an approach being developed and proposed by MIT, Lim Kopping, and they have grown since. Now, there are 12 standards or 12 elements we have to take care of when we are managing any education program. So, is it OBE, outcome-based education? Yes, it is, right? So do not have any issue. Do not worry whether this one is OBE or not. Yes, it is. So now, for your information, those are from Malaysia. Now in RCAPT, from 24th until 26th, they are train a TOT for SULAM or service learning. So at the moment today, there are 28 lecturers from higher learning institutions, from 20 higher learning institutions being trained on how to teach students to use service learning or CDIO. All right, I'm just sharing with you. So this is ongoing. Now let's look at cross-border Tvet collaboration, multidisciplinary social innovation, inter-regional project between my polytechnic and one polytechnic in Indonesia. So we have two countries working together on a project. Yeah, we are talking about students' project. Now we did this in February, 26th of February 2024 until 1st March 2024. So we sent 10 students from my polytechnic and 22 students from Indonesia. So my students went there to Indonesia and we tried to solve a problem faced by the community working on tourism in Indonesia. So these are some of the photos and the process. Now, how does it look like? If you are lecturers and you would like to embark on this inter-collaboration or whether it's inter-institutions, so this is what it looks like. You will have a project briefed and you will identify which country, which institutions you want to work with and the multidisciplinary project you want to work with and the departments that you can work with, all right? So if once you have identified all this and it matches the course learning outcome, you can start embarking on the project. And for this particular Tvet collaboration between institutions, so we have a few problems that the students have to solve. Now, if you see on the right side, the students will have to come up with a product, beach garbage collector, wave breaker blocks, and that's for the students, right? It's for the students. And for the lecturers, once you have had all this innovation and teaching and learning, definitely you would be able to write some papers on your approach, yeah? So that's why we say every time we do something new, even though it's difficult, it will open new opportunities for us to write papers as lecturers. Okay, now I will tell you where the products or the innovations come from. What inspired it? Now this is what we do in the process. We use design thinking process. So it's pretty simple. Empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and test. Now, I mentioned to you, I have been doing the training for so many times, and this method works every time, all right? So it can take you 1 or 2 days to come up with a prototype. So you might want to try this. So the students, some students are not familiar, definitely. So we will deep dive introducing this design thinking process to them. We will start that by collecting all the supervisors, gathering all the supervisors and the students and give briefing. And then we will teach the students the technique to conduct interview. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is where students find it most difficult to do. Because when they meet the respondents, the industry players, they do not know how to talk to the people. They do not know the technique to communicate, to ask questions properly because they are new. This is something not common to them. Yeah, they are not familiar with the industry, so we will teach them the technique so it works well. Yeah, the students find it very, very useful. Okay, this is what is happening. This is the problem. So when we visited Padang, Indonesia, so they have beautiful beaches, yeah, located in Padang, Indonesia. However, when we did the empathy, so that is the local leader, there are so many pains that he felt. Yeah, there are so many pains faced by the community. Okay, now, and we also validate, cross-validate, validate what the local leaders said with other agencies, local leaders. So what are the pain actually? This is the pain of the community. Remember the beautiful beaches, they are facing the Indian Ocean. When times are good, wind is good, everything was well. But however, when the wind came to the, sending big waves to the beach, they have tons and tons of plastic waste, and this is the biggest problem. And the plastic waste washes ashore on a few kilometer stretch, all right? So it is very difficult for the villagers to clean this up. So tons and tons, they do not know what to do with it. They do not know where to send it to. Okay, now, so we start with the empathy. We collected all the garbage. We want to feel how it feels to have been collecting garbage all this while. So we tried immersion, and then we defined. We went back and discussed whether this is the real problem faced the community, whether it is something that should be solved. So we decided on what should be done. All right, and then the students start with the ideation process with the help of the supervisors, and they did the prototyping, and this is where I want to highlight. The last part is the testing or co-creation part. Now, we talk about being Asian collaboration across countries, you know. So this is what is so important. Across countries, you may think it's very difficult, but when we have different countries, different cultures working together, we have different local wisdom, which will benefit the innovation. So this is what the students learn, and this is where you can forge partnership. Now, if you look at those the guys facing the white screen, so those are managers from neighboring companies in Indonesia. So they say these are all good ideas, yeah? The prototypes were all fantastic. They are willing to fork out some fund, yeah? They are willing to fork out some fund, so I think this is great. So this is what it looks like when you do design thinking for students' project, yeah? So forge partnership, and you can cross or go beyond your countries, yeah? So this is what, this is taken from images that are taken elsewhere, but this is the idea that the local community want. They want something which can help them to manage the rubbish, and they hope that the rubbish can be turned into something useful, profitable, and that can solve the problems of the waste in the coastline, right? So based on the participant survey, so the students, the lecturers answered the questions. So you can see the rating is very high. They are very happy with the process. They know the process is very useful, and they are more confident, and they are willing to share the process to other people. So it shows that even though it may seem very difficult, but the students within 3 days said they can do this, and they can come up with their prototype. So lesson learned, ladies and gentlemen, as lecturers, CDIO is very important, it's very powerful. We should try to go, to push the boundaries, and actually when you do cross-border, actually we are testing our skills and our students' skills. Yeah, so this is where sometimes lecturers are not willing to do because they are not confident enough to do this, all right? Start small, be consistent, and you will get somewhere, yeah? So way forward, we have done many things. The HQ has done many things. Scale up, join FYP project across Asia. We have started this. Many institutions also have started this. Now, institutionalize the CDIO framework in Tvet curriculum. We have done this, and HQ, the curriculum is CDIO based, and strengthen policies to support Tvet. So HQ is also doing it, and build an Asian Green Tvet network. Our HQ is also doing it. But my last question, we need to institutionalize CDIO practice to ensure sustainability and replicability. Otherwise, it will not be sustainable. All right? Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Nohaniza. So next, I would like to open for questions from the floor.
Any question? Yeah. Sorry?
Thank you for an interesting sharing session. I get the idea of the concept that you talked about. Students are doing the real thing. I just want your opinion on how they take all this experience, the students especially, and they relate into their core subject, which is tourism, and how that can develop them or give them opportunity to be a better student and also to market themselves to become a better skilled workers soon.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your question. So, how my students are tourism students, but I went there on the capacity as a trainer. So we have tourism, mechanical, electrical, and design students coming in, working together. So now, does it change the behavior? Definitely, ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned before, when it comes to asking questions, the first one is the empathy part, right? Remember? And they are very, very afraid and nervous, but we have given them a training before going to Indonesia. That is on our side. All right, we have explained to them all the 5 processes, and then when they went there, this is the one which is most helpful. We have taught them this. Yeah, so our students know how to start a conversation instead of just going there and going blank. So we have taught them how to approach a respondent and what to say, how to say it. Now, for the Indonesian side, we did this over there. Yeah, because before we do each step, we will give them some input. So my students, the Politeknik Malaysia students, will have 2 times of looking at this one and trying this out. Yeah. So now, does it improve the behavior? This one gives them confidence. All right. It looks simple, but it gives them confidence, and they will always come back. Oh, Dr. Puan, we are really happy. We are not sure, because I've been doing this for many, many years. So usually this one really helps, right? Do I answer your question? Any more? Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Nohaniza. Please give a big hand to the presenter, Dr. Nohaniza from Politeknik Ibrahim Sultan, right? Okay, so we will move to the next presenter. I would like to call upon technologist Dr. Muhammad Shah bin Elias, also from Malaysia. The topic of the presentation is Empowering Tvet Excellence, the role of industry education centers in smart industry partnership. Please welcome.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala sahbihi ajmain. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good afternoon to all distinguished delegates, participants. So today I'm Sharizad from the Department of Polytechnic and Community Colleges, Ministry of Higher Education, to share my insight view as we gathered under the theme of strengthened collaborations among Tvet institution in Asian industry. So this is the big why we sit here, come today. Okay, collaboration between Tvet institution and Asian industries ensure graduates gain relevant skills, boost employability rate, and strengthen regional competitive in the global economy. I think this is the big why we come here to Malaysia, to Kuala Lumpur, and others everything that we do here. This is the biggest why we come here. So in the Tvet ecosystem in Malaysia, our mission is to be the leading edge in Tvet education in Malaysia. And then there is our mission there. In terms of polytechnics in Malaysia, we have 36. I think India had 3,000 polytechnics, so double up so many times. Okay, we only have 106 community colleges, 183 courses, almost 100,000 students, and only 13,000 staff. Okay, so based on our population in Malaysia, I think 32 million, 34 million. I think. Okay, I think in India they have 1.42 billion people. The three largest. Okay. So this is the policies that we here in Malaysia. Why we need Tvet? First, the Madani economy. Okay, the graduate must be agile, innovative, and competent. And also, we do have the Malaysian Politeknik Strategic Direction 2023 to 2035. The first objective is to commit 300,000 enrollment by 2035, 50% overall. The GE, the graduate employability, must more than 95%. And in terms of graduate income, okay, must have at least 3,000 months. And then the main challenges in Malaysia here is graduate employability must be responsive to industry needs. This is the challenges we face. And then the mismatch between the field, the study, and employment. Okay. So what we've done here in Malaysia, we do some initiative Industry Education Center or IEC as a catalyst for empowering Tvet excellence. So in here, this is a IEC concept. Okay. We do have here 3 pillars. We name it as the Center of Alamak, macam mana? There is 3 pillars here: Center of Technology, Industry and Campus, and Reskilling Upskilling Center. Okay, the main idea of all of these 3 pillars is based on industry collaborations. And then the one side of this concept, COT is focusing on the technology champion, and then the IOC is focusing on the real world business services, and the COT and IOC is focusing on students and the lecturers. Okay, and then the RUC part is the focusing on the reskilling, upskilling existing labor forces, is the adult learner. Okay, for the gigs, workers, and so on and so forth. Okay, so all of these IEC pillars is goals enhancing industry based on the competency development. So this is the ideas of the differentiate between all of these COT, IOC, and the RUC. So COT, the focusing is a hub for technological problem solving. So in Malaysia, there is 97.5% of the industries here is SMEs. We call this MSME, micro, small, and medium enterprise. Okay, only 3% is MNC industries. So and then the IOC is a pedagogy approach. So we invite industry comes into our institution and then share their knowledge and then share their expertise as a transfer knowledge. And simulation of a real working experience is done there. Okay, and then for the RUC is a role for Madani Economy Framework to increase the ceiling and the paid, the minimum paid they have received. Okay, and then supporting for the workers their salary ceiling. Okay, so it's a very flexible and industry-oriented training program. For example, we're doing a micro credentials, modular trainings, and lifelong learning initiative. Okay, this is the impact of the IEC implementation. For example, this is one courses that organized by CFOS, Center for Food Science and Technologies. By this project, they have generate income around 247,000 ringgit. Okay. And then for the IEC implementation, the student have learned and earned in here concept. They have received 500,000 plus for the semester, and also the institution will get the benefit of rental issues. They get almost 18,000 plus, and also the student will do a real situation or real environment job they have done in the industries. And the third one is the IEC also, the impact in terms of sponsorship and the student activity, the industries involving in terms of project, exhibitions, short films and whatever. And then for the joint venture activities with the COT, okay, Center of Technology, in the Viscom Silver Award, let's say, for example, okay. And then the industries are involving in a student project for services for the making main under the sea video documentary, and then we do research and innovation. Okay, and then in terms of industrial visiting lecturer, also lecturer as a catalyst for industrial innovation, especially sharing the mechanism in terms of industrial attachment, joint research, consultancy services, mutual benefit, improve lecturers' competencies, and also industry problem solving and innovation. This is the example where the discussion and the site visit they have done between the academia and the industries. Okay, for the way forward, we are looking for the ASEAN industry collaboration for the stronger regional competitiveness and the knowledge technology transfer, and then we can do a market expansion opportunities, cost efficiency, resource sharing, and the sustainable growth. Okay, for the recommendation for ASEAN regional, there is a 3-part, maybe for the expansion for policy model. In terms of adapt and replace policy collaboration framework in Asian Tvet situation, strengthen the ASEAN industry academic partnerships, and also transfer knowledge and mobility platform, and also ASEAN supporting roles as a facilitator in linking Tvet with regional industries. Maybe different countries will facing the different school of thought, school of problem. Then we can adopt and adapt with the different, with the suitable ecosystem. As a conclusion, there is 3 important way for Tvet industry synergy. First, in terms of collaboration, we can small gap between the academic and industrial needs. The second one is to ensure graduate industry ready, innovative and adaptable to change, and supports the upskilling and reskilling for the future workforce. Future outlook, Tvet as a driver of ASEAN economic growth, position as a key enabler in strengthen ASEAN competitiveness in the global market, acts as a catalyst for innovation, entrepreneurships, and also the sustainable development, and also align with the latest technology and the digital transformation nowadays. So maybe a call action for the seminar participants. Firstly, actively champion, promote stronger Tvet, share best practices, and then take leadership in innovation joint project, partnership and mobility programs that create tangible impact. I think that's all. My presentation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Technologist Dr. Muhammad Shah Rizat, on the presentation about the collaboration between industry. And I would like to open for Q&A from members of the floor. Yeah, I mean, if you had any questions from the floor? No? No questions? Crystal clear? Yeah, I know your energy is getting lower and lower, but still we have few presentation more. We have to finish the business. So thank you once again. Give him a great applause. Yeah, now we are preparing a presentation. The next presenter from Korea, Dr. Yoon Yo. Yeah. So he will be talking about. Is it the same title?
Something wrong.
Yeah.
Actually, my turn second.
Yeah.
But I absent.
Yeah, it's okay. Because we were checking about the presenters' presentation just now, so Dr. Yun was missing a little bit.
Okay,
but still
anyway,
we continue.
We have to save the time. Okay, let's go forward. How do you feel my slide visualizing color? Violet color is okay? Actually, it takes only 5 minutes. I used to, what? Artificial intelligence agent. Okay, good evening, everyone. I prepared my script. Warm welcome to all of you at the 8th network conference, right? Please. As I told you yesterday, my name is Yeon. So, but my name pronunciation very, very difficult. That's why I made my name, second my name, English name, Steve Yeon, named after late Steve Jobs, CEO of Google, you know? Okay. Anyway, it's great pleasure to be here today to speak on the topic of establishing vocational training model using National Competency Standard, abbreviation NCS, in the food processing and food service sector. I am delighted to share my experience and insight with you. Before we begin, I'd like to provide a brief overview of today's presentation. First, we'll explore how to leverage national competency standards to build vocational training model tailored to meet industry demands in the food processing and food service sector. Second, we will discuss the changes in industry demand and the corresponding direction for vocational education. Third, I'll share a case study demonstrating NCS-based curriculum development. Finally, I will present industry-academia collaboration models and propose a Korean-Malaysia cooperation to conclude the presentation. Next. Let's look at the industry changes in food tech that necessitate the development of NCS. Oh, okay. First, smart food manufacturing is advancing with AI and robotics. The industry is increasingly adopting intelligent technology to enhance production efficiency and product consistency. Second, as you know, sustainability is very crucial issue nowadays is a prioritized value with an emphasis on reducing environmental impact through innovative, eco-friendly materials and process. The third, hygiene and safety standards are enhanced. Thank you. Food safety systems now integrate smarter technologies to ensure higher level of hygiene and compliance. Finally, changing consumer trends show a growing demand for personalized nutrition and functional food tailored to individual health needs. Vocational education must respond swiftly to these changes. Next. Yes, thanks. The food industry is experiencing rapid changes, which in turn are reshaping the demand for skilled workers. Vocational education programs need to adapt to these evolving industry needs. The main trend driving these changes are smart food manufacturing. The industry is increasingly adopting intelligent technology like AI and robotics to improve production efficiency and ensure product consistency. These create a demand for a workforce skilled in operating and maintaining advanced technological equipment. Emphasis on sustainability. There is a growing focus on using eco-friendly materials and process to minimize environmental impact. As a result, companies are seeking professionals who understand and can implement sustainable practices. Enhanced hygiene and safety standards. Food safety systems are becoming more sophisticated with the integration of smart technologies. This requires workers to have up-to-date knowledge and practical skills in the latest hygiene and safety standards, such as smart HACCP. HACCP stands for Hazard Analysis Critical Control Point, as you know. Growing consumer demand for personalization. Consumers are increasingly seeking personalized nutrition and functional food tailored to their specific health needs. So we can say individualizing, customizing food. This trend necessitates a workforce capable of developing innovative products that meet these customized demands. Sector-specific for workforce demands, the sources highlight specific competence need within the food processing and food service sectors, which have been addressed through the development of national competency standards. Let's start with the introduction to the National Competency Standard. NCS is a score tool for nurturing talent aligned with I was trying to follow the 10-minute time limit. It's not easy. Okay. Forgive me. Okay, let's keep. But this slide is very crucial point. I have to explain about this slide. Okay. Successful vocational education is built on the close collaboration among three key parties: industry, academia, and government. Right? Accept? Everybody? Okay. Academia develops NCS-based curricular and teaching method, balancing theoretical knowledge and practical skills. Government and related institutions support this framework with policy, quality control, and certification, ensuring the system's reliability and stability. Okay. Through this international cooperation, we can anticipate the following benefits. We can effectively train industry-demanded talent by nurturing professionals aligned with each country's industrial needs. We can contribute to ASEAN Tibet standardizations, supporting regional vocational education standards and enhancing workforce mobility. Ultimately, we can strengthen the food tech industry competitiveness of both Korea, Malaysia, and your country, creating a synergy to boost both sectors. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Dr. Yon Yo from Korea, for your presentation. Indeed, your proposal for cooperation is very significant and important, but I do believe that we need another sessions to discuss further on the cooperation. But if there are any questions or any things from the floor, yeah, over there.
Sorry, I'm interested with the AI actually, because my husband actually they are doing
Would you
collaboration with the.
more loudly?
Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay, I just want to ask you about what is the what you use for data-driven in decision making for making the industry demand for food tech by using the AI. How do you use it? By using the image processing or?
In a sense, the AI nowadays very rapidly expand the various sectors. No matter what, the food technology, and computer science, the agriculture, and logistics, and so on. In my sector, I have been working for the more than 4 decades, the food service and the food processing as well. In the manufacturing, we can say factory, food factory. Most of the CEO focus on the customer claim.
Customer claim, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Foreign material, that's
Okay.
right.
Right.
So we can use the image sensor,
Okay.
visualizing. So maybe the in-house, let's say the manufacturing factory, we have the line, from the raw material input, the last step is the packaging. The no matter what the inside the case or outside. Just before, we can put the packaging, we have to check any defect, let's say the foreign materials. So we conventionally we used the detector, the metal detector, X-ray, yeah. But nowadays, visualization, by means of the AI. The most important thing is the AI, moreover, the raw data. We have to know the AI needs to get the much more raw data because to be accurately. So the combine AI mechanically and the data and the software like, for instance, the MES system, you know. Okay, so
Thank you.
if we want to more specifically, I will let you know by email or something. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Yoel, for the presentation. And I appreciate the active engagement between presenter and also the participants. So we would like to move to another next presenter, which is Mr. Le Wan Luan from Vietnam. Do I pronounce your name correctly? Okay. So he will present about industry education collaboration for practical skills and employability at Hugh Industrial College. Yeah, the floor is yours.
Yeah, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's too late for you, right? And I try to present about 10 minutes and on time. Yes. First of all, I would like to introduce ourselves. We're from Hue Industrial College, where is a city in the central of Vietnam. And this morning, you also know about the Vietnam case study from Dr. Tien, and about 80% is from our college. So the report this afternoon, I will try to do something different. Yes. Yeah, and our college was established on 1899, long time ago. Yes. And the enrollment, you know, now it's very difficult to enroll the student to study in college. But in our college, always keep the number of students about 1,500 to 2,000 per year. And we have some measure like electronic, some like this automotive, and you know, I will show you two reasons we can do the enrollment the best in Hue City, because we have the first is we have, sorry, because this I sent to long time, so for this page I couldn't I didn't translate into English, because we have many some program we do the dual education and cooperate with GIZ from Germany. We cooperate with Oxford Skill, etc. And the second reason, if we have the good relation with industry. And this morning, many people to define the gap between the industry and the college. But we also have same the gap like this. But we have some challenges. Another, I would like to tell you some story. Like we nominate the teacher to go to the industry to learn and to exercise. But many big company, they deny. They accept for student, but they deny for teacher because they're afraid that the teacher will learn something in the company. That's the very big challenge. But the purpose of the trip to go to industry is to improve the knowledge and skill and to approach with the industry, but that we cannot gain this. The second is always the industry answer to us that they don't have time. And many times they nominate the not right person to participate the council meeting. So that very difficult. This very difficult. Just, some story like it's difficult to get the improvement from industry. But the gap I saw already. But we try to do the best, and we have the very how to say, we have the survey and the result. Some result is described in this morning, but I would like to show some mismatch skill in the from the college. And the first is we focus on employability. The second is the dynamic collaboration, and the third is continuous innovation. And this shows some trace the result. The first is we have about 87% after the student, they get the job after 3 months, and after 6 months, and after 6 months they get about 90%. This is the figure from 2024, and the salary. The top of students, they get the salary from 300 to 400 US dollar. And we calculate about 15% of the best student, they get this. And most of them, they work on automobile, they work on IT. Yes, and this also some area they get. We have 100% employment, like electricity, automation, air condition repairing, or business administration. This we can get 100% after 1 year. They get the right their job. And we also get the assessment from the company. We they also certify on discipline and responsibility, and also respect on diversity, and also they highly appreciate on teamwork of students. But we also have some weakness like foreign language, English. Yeah, and our students, they study English very bad. Yeah, and the second is IT, and the third is some practical technical skill. We have some model to work with industry. The first is internship and apprenticeship, and second, we have the project by learning. We invite some company to work with us, and they have some project. They work with our students, and we also have the program on design thinking. Work with the company, and we also join the program on joint curriculum development, like the curriculum tailor with the company. and co-op program. Yeah, and this is also some program like that. And we had, also we get the benefit. It's like you, with the benefit for students, they have the experience and they can get the job after graduate. And also for faculty, they also have the improving from knowledge and skill, and also for society and for enterprise. Some lessons learned. The first is we have to have the long-term cooperation between the company. The second is like outcome with enterprise requirement. Finish? No, not yet. And we have the proposal for expand international collaboration and government support and funding. And the third is wider enterprise engagement. Yeah, thank you. Oh, still have 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lee Wan Luan. So I would like to open for questions from the floor.
Yes, the number of students to do the survey is 860.
No questions? All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
The skill level is only at 30%. So what is actually the problem? Is it the machinery not up to the standard, or the students, when they go to the industry, they are met with different kind of machinery?
Sure. Yeah, very, very nice question. Because, when we nominate the student to go to the industry, most of them, they just for the apprenticeship, they just stand in the chain and of the machine, and they cannot can be permitted to join and to repair the machine. So after they finish, and also the other reason is our machine in the workshop is old, it's not new like in enterprise. Yeah, thank you.
Right. Thank you once again. Please give him a big round of applause for the presentation.
Thank you so much.
From Vietnam. So I know everyone is so excited for the next presentation because it will be our last presentation for today. So I would like to call upon Ms. Paschol Supradithna Ayudhya from Thailand. So she will be presenting about enhancing graduate employability through CLIL based in-house hotel training model. So the floor is yours. Yeah.
Okay, good afternoon, esteemed delegate, respect educator, and all the industrial representation. My name is Pasachon Supradit Nayuthaya, Head of Data Analysis, Assessment, and Quality Assurance and Research at Siam Business Administration Technological College, SPAC. And today I would like to present. Okay. It is my privilege to present our project, which is Okay, good afternoon again. It is my privilege to present our project enhancing graduate employability through crew-based in-house hotel training model. This is developed under the cooperation of Marriott International, and this is the initiative that our commitment to confirm that we try to prepare our Thai vocational students to be global readiness for industrial by using crew-based, which is immerse both technical and language proficiency together. And today, I will show you the model of how we turn the policy into the practice and make our students ready for industrial standard. How to? I can't. Maybe put it full screen first. Okay.
Next page.
Okay.
Next page. Point.
Point.
Major.
Okay. Okay, let's take a look at Thailand economic policy. Actually, tourism and hospitality is one of the 5 main engines that drive Thailand economy service. And also, that is why our government prioritizes on upskilling our workforce and promoting the hospitality excellence and to make our Thailand stay competitive in global market. And for the English proficiency in Thailand, we are improving, and this is where we can strengthen our students and prepare them to ready for the hospitality standard. And this one is the challenge of the English competency. Actually, in Thailand, we do the CFR and according to Thai English competency, our CFR, our student is around A2 to B1, or in Thai standard, it is level 3 to 5. But for the hospitality and tourism the requirement is around B1 to B2 or higher standard. And actually, this is not a weakness, but it is where it is an opportunity that we can see and further strengthen our student. And the next slide is the model that we equipped for our student. Okay, for CLIL, this one is the content and language based learning, content and language integrated learning. Before we go, I would like to acknowledge that we as SBAC, we are vocational education and we operate under OVEC, or Office of Vocational Education Commission. In 2020, around the COVID era, at that time, OVEC officially announced the new approach of teaching. It is a English teaching method. And this method is teaching technical expertise along with the English proficiency, and our teacher participate of the section, and we are working very hard to bring those directly to our classroom. And for CREW is composed of the framework of 4 components, which is the content, communication, cognition, and the culture. And for CREW teaching, I have did a literature review, and I found out that most of the country already equip their students by teaching using a CREW approach, like Portugal, Turkey, and other, Colombia, even Malaysia. And they show that it is very highly effective way approach to teach both technical and English alongside each other. And now in Thailand, I will show you that we are the first vocational that we bring this systematically to our classroom. We build the model. Bottom up, we have topic selection, choice of media, task design, and the CREW workout. As we do, for example, for our hospitalities, the topic selection, we build this along with the SOP that we have the cooperation with the hotel. For example, for housekeeping, students have to learn how to make bed, the type of the room, and along with the SOP of how to clean the room and others. And for choice of media, we use the video, we use visual, we use dialogue to make the hard technical into the simple way. The task design and the crew work out and all of this support by two things, which is the classroom language manual and the subject material. For the classroom language manual, actually our teacher, we build a complete dialogue, like a simple one for our teacher to teach our student in English and make them confident while teaching. And also the subject material, this we design by asking the industrial, the real one, like the hotel or tourism or the real SOP, and then we teach students by doing so. And this one is one of the highlights of our model. We really turn the international dormitory into our simulation in-house training center. This one is in front of in our vocational education area. And this one, the first floor, we change it into the restaurant and the co-working space and the receptor and upside on the in the room. Now is the international student who has exchange program with us really stay there, and it is an opportunity and a very good chance for our students to practice the real situation. They have to like pick up the guests, like in front, check in, confirm for booking, and after while guest stay, and they will face like unexpected situation, and they have to like handle it. We do have bunk bed, twin, double. If you we have collaboration, we have exchange student. Your student can stay here, and it is like fully operate a hotel like a real one. Another highlight is the Shaki Cafe and co-working space. Here we build a restaurant, the real cafe, and our student is picking up the order and this is a real customer. We do have a food and beverage, and student can like do the full cycle of the service, the full service, even the cooking, cleaning, and everything with SOP of the model. And this one is the Tvet in-house training model. You can take a picture. We have the subject area, learning choice, and other work context equipped with the real situation, and also the cultural learning. Like, for example, we have students from Singapore come in exchange, and then we do have to consider which food is halal, which food is we have religion restriction and other, and our students can learn the full real thing. So our objective is to identify the expectation of the hospitality employee, the gap between our student and the industry need, and then other thing, and observe the training effectiveness. And this one, I can say that we as SBAC, we are the first vocational education who have officially cooperated with Marriott International, as they are global leader with multiple brands like Fully, Spectrum, Luxury, and other. And then we do the cooperation. We send our teacher to do training and come back, and then we send our student to and we send our students to work there and gain some experience. And also, this is a research question. And in summary, we do the interview with 3 HR in very high rank, and then we gain something back. Like the first thing is the technical skill. We ask them what do you need from our student. They say the first thing that we want the student who is really have some skill, like one technical skill, and other can be like average. And for soft skill, they say they high attitude. The attitude overweight the abilities. They say something like this. And the communication skill, they say the language can become later, but the technical is come first. Another finding is our student has has basic technical competency in a good level, personality and grooming. Rather than that, we may improve in confidence and other things. And yeah, this one is the real situation when students have to make bed, receive an order, and other thing. The observation is that our student is very motivated and engaged with guests, and also they can communicate in English well, as we use crew to teach them in classroom, and also they have confidence and so really problem solving. Yeah, encounter a difficulty. I can't change the slide, I don't know why. Okay, the survey result, yeah, this is overall, this is a real result from Singaporean, like 26 ITE Singaporean. And yeah, this is all the result. And the conclusion is that, like, from the first thing, the economy depend on tourism and hospitality. We have critical weakness. This is the last slide. And Marriott expectation is mindset, technical skill, soft skill, and also the language skill. And we use crew in-house training. And the last one is we make the micro hotel like simulation. And thank you. This is สวัสดีค่ะ
Thank you so much, Ms. Pascho Supraditna Ayudhya, for the presentation. So I would like to open for one last round for Q&A. Because this is very interesting, maybe we can all together go and visit Thailand to see the real experience. Yeah.
If you come and visit, you can see Shaki Cohen space.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah. Seems like there is no questions. But if you do have any questions or queries, you can ask her and meet her personally and to discuss further if you anything.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Give her a big round of applause. And thank you everyone. So I can conclude that all presenters have showing a good commitment and follow our structure very well. So I would like all of you to give one big round of applause to all presenters for today's session. So there's no words to conclude the presentations for today, but I believe you get some takeaways and good inputs for you to bring back to your organizations. So for our last sessions, we're going to have certificates giving to all presenters today. Belum ni? Background ke? While the technical team is trying to set up a virtual background, right? Yeah, so I'll just give a summary that what we can say for today's presentation is basically more related to the collaborations between academia that you propose and industry. And also the third one is the government. So I do agree 100% that all these three entities have to work closely together to be instrumental in getting our students good knowledge and be workforce ready. So based on my experience, actually, the big question mark is where do you put the industry in your ecosystem? Do you get them to involve in your curriculum development at the earliest stage, or you just call them after everything is settled and then you call the industry to get involved and contribute to your institutions? So that is the big problem where what happens to many of the institutions that the industry doesn't aware and don't give much inputs to the curriculum development. And as what I can share with you that based on my previous experience in Germany, that the curriculum for Tvet is held by the industry. They are the one that foster, they are the one that control the changes in the curriculum, not by the institutions. So it's vice versa. It is different from our perspective and our culture that we are trying to push industry to collaborate with us, but on the other side of the world, the industry is pushing the institutions to follow their curriculum. So this is something that we have to bear in mind and to take into consideration when we are planning and to design programs such as apprenticeships or work-based learning in the future. So there is no VIP, so there is only me. So I will just give the certificate to our presenter.
Okay, for the first presenter, welcome Dr. Cho Yong from KSVS Korea. Yes, please come. Congratulations, Dr. Choyong. For the next presenter, I would like to call Dr. Yon Yoon Yul from Korea. Congratulations, Dr. Yon. Okay, for the next presenter, I will call Dr. Rajesh Kambayat from India. Thank you, Dr. Rajesh. Okay, for the next one is Dr. Kim Min Kyu from Tvet, Korea. Congratulations, Dr. Kim. And from Malaysia, Dr. Nurhaniza Muhammad, please. Thank you, Doctor. And the next one is Technologist Dr. Muhammad Sharizad bin Ilyas, also from Malaysia. Thank you. And then the next one is Mr. Lee Van Luan from Vietnam. And our last presenter, the beautiful one, is Pascal Suparadit. We're not finished yet? Oh, wait. Pascal Suparadit Na Ayudhya from Vietnam. Thailand, sorry. Okay, please, all the presenter. Thank you to all the presenter and the participants. Okay, for the next, we have dinner. And as I know, you all know what the theme for tonight? Anybody know what our theme for tonight? Casual, smart casual? Okay, so for tonight, you can wear the new one, your smart casual, and please be punctual. We will start around 7:45. Okay, so you can have your dinner once you arrive at the ballroom. Okay, thank you so much and see you soon. Thank you.